Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Theoretical Doctor Audio Blogs. In this video, I will be sharing the panic attacks I've experienced during my third posting Paediatrics as a house officer. The link to the article of this audio blog is available in the description below if you would prefer to read on it instead. Upon writing this article, I am in my third posting Paediatrics, day 291 of Housemanship, pushing into my 6th week in Paediatrics, both within a span of a week. After what seemed like the longest time, I had not one but 3 episodes of panic attacks, 2 of which are within a span of a week. The first one started on a Sunday, and I was working with a medical officer who, according to my seniors, can be rather unpredictable and at times explosive. Hence, I was thinking of how my day was going to go about, how I would review with this person. Just because I did not know him, I started overthinking, and while at work, I felt as if I was treading on eggshells. Throughout the day, I was on edge, trying to act fast, think fast, while trying to appear cool, and tried not to say or do anything which might trigger the unexpected. Towards the afternoon, I noticed that I started having a tension headache. It was as if a tight rubber band was wrapped around my head. Subsequently, I started having abdominal pain and I felt really nauseated and my breathing became harder. All I could think of at that time was that if I were to check my blood pressure, it would be elevated. But this was so bad, and it was only at night that I identified it as a form of panic attack. 4 days later, I had a terrible one which haunted me for a few days after that. I was attending a 2-day course, Neonatal Resuscitation Program, NRP. NRP is a course that every house officer in pediatrics have to go through to be a certified resuscitator, and after that, we will start attending cases being referred to us from the labor ward or the operating theater. During the NRP course, we learned the basic foundation steps in resuscitation, which is rather clear-cut and stepwise, followed by the usage of positive pressure ventilation, PPV, and CPR if needed. Each of us practiced with various scenarios down to the point of referral to NICU. The scenarios were all simulated, of course, and we were just resuscitating the mannequin. The thrill and adrenaline was nice. We knew that in real life, things probably would not go to the point that is so bad, and should it go there, we would have had help by then. It was all good till the afternoon of day 2 of the NRP course, which is our assessment. I entered the room rather hopeful. First of all, because I have 2 angels as the specialist, and second, we have had multiple practices with various scenarios. I volunteered to be assessed first since I felt comfortable with the specialist, and well, usually those who are being assessed first will be somewhat forgiven for the mistakes, and it was also helpful for the subsequent people who are being assessed. Thus I went. The first time, my baby died. The second time, my baby died. The third time, my baby died again. It was a mannequin. Yet, I recalled freezing up, unable to think. My specialist told me to take a break and to try again much later. Yet, I was adamant I needed to complete, yet I was already jammed up and breaking down. After my third attempt, my specialist told me to take a break and I excused myself to the toilet. I broke down, cried, and gave myself some time before going back into the room. How is it that I froze and was unable to think or react or even breathe? Haven't we had multiple practices before this? I returned to the room and watched my friends as they took turns to be assessed while I assisted before finally coming to my turn. Long story short, eventually I passed, thankfully. Somehow, that is something that I do not want to experience again. Being caged in within my own body, unable to react or think or breathe. If you do suffer from panic attacks, it is indeed hard, but know that you are not alone and help is always nearby and within reach. Thank you for listening to this audio blog. Do stay tuned for more, which will be available every Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Remember to click on the subscribe button as well as the bell button so you won't miss out on any upcoming audio blogs.